XAI's revenue growth rate from 2024 to 2025 was 22%. Revenue $3.2 billion. But XAI lost $6.4 billion doing it. That is 17.5 million every single day. Losses for XAI in 2024, $1.56 billion. The losses increased by 307% year over year. Tesla earned $144 million from SpaceX in 2025. It earned $506 million from XAI for mega batteries to power XAI's data centers. But in January 2026, Tesla invested $2 billion into XAI. SpaceX acquired XAI 1 month later. Tesla's $2 billion converted into the right to acquire SpaceX Class A common stock. Starlink's revenue in 2025, $11.4 billion. That is 61% of everything SpaceX made. EBITDA, $7.2 billion, margin 63%. But the revenue per subscriber fell. $99 2 years ago, $81 today, down 18%. And the drop got steeper. The quarter ending March 31st, 2026, revenue per subscriber fell to $66. A year earlier, that number was $86, another 23% drop. Over that same year, subscribers went from 5 million to 10.3 million. Quarterly EBITDA grew from $1.6 billion to $2.1 billion, up 31%. The subscriber base doubled. The price per customer dropped. 9,600 satellites in low Earth orbit. That is 65% of every active satellite on Earth. Every country, every company, every government combined operates in 160 countries. Starlink now beams directly to standard smartphones. No hardware required. 30 countries. 7.4 million unique devices connected as of March 31st, 2026. V3 Starlink satellites carry 1 terabit per second of downlink capacity. They begin deploying on Starship in the second half of 2026. The one number that tells you whether all of this holds, Starlink churn rate, not in the filing. SpaceX's total capital spend in 2025, $20.7 billion. $12.7 billion of that went to AI, more than rockets, Starship, and all satellite operations combined. But Q1 2026 alone, $10.1 billion, 1 quarter. AI Capex in that 1 quarter annualized $30.8 billion, more than double the entire 2025 AI spend. May 6, 2026, 14 days before the S-1 drop, Anthropic announced it would use all compute capacity at Colossus. Monthly payment $1.25 billion. That is $15 billion a year from one customer. Anthropic, which is also a competitor to Grok. 550 million monthly active users across X and Grok combined. 170 million use Grok AI features, 1 in 5. SpaceX plans to scale Grok to multiple trillions of parameters. X generates roughly 350 million posts a day. SpaceX plans to launch AI computing satellites. First deployment target as early as 2028. The first concrete date ever given for this program. 170 Falcon 9 missions in 2025. $4.1 billion in launch revenue. Standalone SpaceX in 2024. $791 million in profit. Then research and development spending exploded. $3.5 billion in 2024. $8.6 billion in 2025. A 149.5% jump. The AI segment drove $3.88 billion of that. The cost, GPU hardware losing value, and the cost of cloud computing, both from the AI data center build-out. Total losses since SpaceX was founded in 2002, more than $41.3 billion as of March 31st, 2026. The total market SpaceX believes it can reach. The space business, $370 billion based on 2025 data. The connectivity business, $1.6 trillion. The AI business, $26.5 trillion. Enterprise applications make up $22.7 trillion of that. Add it all up, $28.5 trillion. Ticker SPCX, Nasdaq. Target first day of trading, June 12, 2026. SpaceX has a $20 billion bridge loan outstanding. Lenders can require repayment from IPO proceeds within 6 months of listing. Public investors get Class A shares, 1 vote each. Elon holds Class B, 10 votes each. Elon owns 849 million Class A shares. He owns 5.57 billion Class B shares. The company has 12.5 billion shares in total. Elon owns 51.2% of them. He controls 85.1% of the voting power. To remove Elon as CEO, SpaceX needs Elon's own consent. Public shareholders cannot file class action lawsuits. Every dispute is settled in private, not in a public court. To raise a shareholder proposal, you need $1 million or 3% of all shares for at least 6 months. 23 banks are underwriting this IPO. Goldman Sachs lead left. Morgan Stanley core lead. Numbers of shares is not yet specified. Total losses since 2002, more than $41.3 billion as of March 31, 2026. The future of AI will be determined by control of the physical stack. June 12, that is when the market prices whether it agrees.